My name is Perry, and a little bit about my past is I didn't know how to deal with life. So how I dealt with life was through alcohol and through drugs, through just anything that's not good in life. That's pretty much me before I knew Christ. I made a lot of really bad decisions, and I have to take responsibility for those. And I wasn't at that point being very responsible with those decisions. So that's where I was at before I met Christ. I'm not perfect in those choices, but I remember, to me, it seemed like a black hole that Christ saved me from that black hole. I found Christ passed out in my car and being handcuffed, waiting for an officer to run his reports. He knocked on my window. He asked me if I knew why he had stopped, and I told him that I didn't have a clue. I just woke up as he knocked on the window, and so he asked me to get out of the car. He handcuffed me. I was standing there. I was having a conversation with God, and I said, God, I said, I want to know one thing, is that can you still forgive me of this, and do you still love me? And while he was running his reports, and I told God, I said, I don't really care about the consequences. I don't care about going to jail, but I want to know that you still love me, can forgive me. And the officer got me about 3/4 of the way in the car. And all of a sudden, it seems like things stopped, and he pulled me back out, and he said, son, I want you to look me in the eyes. And I looked him in the eyes, and he said, I'm gonna give you one phone call. I don't know if you have a wife or girlfriend, or whatever you have, I'm gonna give you one call, and that's it. And if she'll come pick you up, I'm gonna let you off today. And I had such an experience with God that day that everything began to change from that day forward. Something on the inside had changed. I can't even explain it. It was a feeling. It was an overwhelming sense of seeing myself for what I was, not in a condemning way, but kind of, let's get real, and this is really what's going on. And that day forever changed my life. I think my biggest challenge has been to understanding his great love for me as a son, as walking in full, as an adopted son, and being able to forgive myself. That's been a long struggle. That's been probably one of the strongest struggles I've had, is to really know that God loves me so much that he could just forget all that. So receive that. Receive that. Receive healing, restoration for those aches and pains, and be willing to deal with those things so you can deal with life differently. Everything that's in the Bible is true, and it's real, and it can be experienced by the believer, for somebody that believes. I can wake up every morning and say I'm righteous. I can go to sleep every night and say I'm righteous and I'm his son, and go share that same hope with others. To think that I would end up being a pastor of a church, to think that I would be a chaplain at a detention center was not really part of my plan. And probably if you ask some of my friends that I grew up with, that probably be the last place they would expect me to have an occupation at. But it's been awesome. It's a dream come true for me, and it's exactly where I'm supposed to be. In the Marine Corps, we have a saying, it's called Semper Fidelis. It means always faithful. And that's what I'll be.